We're gonna treat it like it's fine. Hi, my internet's being weird, but it's been weird for the last week or so. I don't know why. It could be the weather. We've got some thick clouds right now. I don't think we're supposed to have any rain. Let me check the speed test now. The speed test on Google said my internet was running slow, but now Twitch is saying connection's excellent and my drop frame rates finally stopped and says I have good connection here. So I'm hoping that it's sorting itself out. I don't know, but we shall see. Hi, I filmed today. Explain Jade, hold on. Explain Jade, you won the Swell Grand Prix. Thank you for subscribing with the Prime. I am sorry there was no stream yesterday, but I did tell you guys there might not be a stream. Okay, yeah, it's still saying it's slow, but we'll see. Yeah, on here, the quality does look like shit. Okay, now it's giving me... Have you tried threatening it? Okay, I have, unfortunately. I just don't know what the deal is. It's very weird. Very weird. Okay, let me close all these out, because I should be done now. Yeah, this still says excellent. Okay, good, the quality went up. I was worried because the quality dipped like crazy for a second. Hi. I was going to go live for the Formula E race, and then I woke up and I was exhausted. And I was like, I really don't want to talk to a camera. Plus, I wanted to shower and read. So I did watch the race. Nick won. Yay. Pepe Marti got his first podium. Very exciting. I totally forgot there was a race today, so I don't have any input on today's race yet. Qualifying for Indy, I think, is done now, right? I believe IndyCar qualifying is done, finally. They had to delay qualifying to today because of rain yesterday. And we're not doing the watch along for the Indy 500 because, as I've said, I'm not doing IndyCar this season because I'm annoyed at them. But alas, excited for Catherine Legg. We'll see what happens. Clear on my end. Okay, good. But yeah, yesterday I went to the Bug Fair, which there's going to be a video on, which is, I actually had a good time. It was very fun. Not that I didn't expect to have a good time, but it's one of those, like, I don't know situations. I have notes, because of course I do. More so than anything, I think they could do more as far as, like, a space for, like, educational talks that are not just for children, because they have a stage for kids. But I do think it would be cool to have, like, ophthalmologist give talks like that are like a little more like high school and adult age. I think that would be fun as well. So I don't know, I gave some notes and then went to a friend's house for a movie night, and then I filmed today. So I'm here. Hello. I think it's coming across clear on my end. Okay, good. Yeah, just keep it. If anyone comes in and is like, hey, what's going on? I don't know. Oh, there's a bear. I almost called it a dog. It's not a dog, it's a bear. But yeah, fun. Oh, updates on the fresh hell of Amanda's going to continue to wear a mask till the end of time. Ebola. It's being considered, you know, a public health concern. It's not classified as a pandemic. They are not encouraging the closing of any international borders. But the numbers are apparently not going down. And also there's been a lot of talk. In theory, I think this is a good thing. Sorry, not in theory. If this is accurate, I think it's a good thing. COVID numbers are down. COVID numbers are very down. Also, looking at the COVID numbers, I was shocked to find out that there was crazy spikes last year that I never saw discussed. But of course, we never saw them discussed because COVID's not a thing anymore. So, you know, but the COVID cases going down, I do think is a net good. My thing though is, because I do have the question, I was below on, hold on, literally 5 minutes ago. Is Pillow on poll? Yeah, Pillow is on poll. Okay. I figured. I saw a video of him like celebrating. I was like, okay, it's probably poll. COVID cases are down, which I do think is a net positive. However, I do know quite a few people in the last 6 months who have tested positive at home with home tests and have, self quarantined and taken care of themselves, or someone has taken care of them, but they never like went to the hospital and reported it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only concern, is that I feel like, yes, cases have probably gone down, which I do think is good, but I'm worried about like how much actual documentation have we been having with cases, considering for some, even when I had COVID in 2022, the only reason I went and got a PCR test at the time was because we were still, at the time, I believe it was still being reported that you could still have a positive PCR test for months after you, even if you were no longer symptomatic and no longer contagious, because it could like sit in your sinuses or something like that. So I went to go have a PCR test done just to have a record of it, so that if I got, invited to a set, or I had a role or anything like that, or any people's testing or anything like that, and I needed to be tested on site, there wasn't a risk of me having like a positive PCR test and not having an excuse for it, basically, even if I was fine. So that was the only reason I went. Most COVID protocols have been wiped away from the industry. Most things are not being filmed here now, but lots of that. So I'm so curious, how many people are actually, going to report their COVID diagnoses, or like if they have suspected COVID, because also there are people like their first step would be testing at home. So they might be violently ill and might have COVID, but they got like a false negative or something. Also, Ebola is trending. But in theory, yes, negative, lower COVID numbers are positive, and I do think that is a good thing. Okay, Twitter is not working now. Love that for me. I love that everything is like not working, and my Wi-Fi is going on. My neighbors across the way are moving out. It's not that they're particularly loud. It's just there's so many of them in that apartment, and they come in and out all the time, and Hermes freaks out. And I mean, the one that lived there that had the big dog that like clearly could not control her dog, I think moved out months ago, because I have not seen her or her dog. And when I've bumped into the neighbors, they've never mentioned the dog since. So I'm assuming that she moved out. I think they're all moving out now, though. So I'm curious to see, and I know they're moving out because they came to borrow an Allen Ranch. So is no one in chat, or am I disconnected and I'm talking to no one? Okay, cool. I was like, no one said anything for a little bit too long. What's that about? Why is tornado trending? Why is tornado trending? What's now? What now? What now? Why? No. No. Okay, yeah, that's a forming tornado. That's a literal touchdown tornado. Violent tornado around 5:06 p.m. St. Paul, Nebraska. Cool. Cool. Of course. Of course. Did you guys get notice? Anyone in Nebraska in chat? What's the worst character syndrome? VidCon? No. TwitchCon. TwitchCon is horrible main character syndrome, Drew. TwitchCon has the worst main character syndrome. Are you kidding me? VidCon has it. I'm not gonna pretend they don't. But TwitchCon, it's like everyone thinks they're a self-important prick. Frankly, Okay, sorry, that's mean. Not everyone, because I mean that would imply that I believe I also am a self-important prick, that I believe that, which I don't. And I don't think that everyone does. There are nice people. The thing is it's also like, it's not even just like big streamers, it's small streamers too that have like this there's this entitlement going on in it that drives me insane. I've talked about this constantly, especially when I first started streaming, and I was on a Twitch contract, but I had an affiliate badge and not a partner badge at the time. The way people would speak to me was out of fucking line. And then they found out I had 500,000 on YouTube, and it was like a total fucking switch flip. Like, that if you can't tell me that that's not someone thinking they're above the fucking program and then realizing, that, this person isn't nobody. Holy shit, what can I get from her? Like the switch flip was wild. And then even last year, I'm not going to TwitchCon again because I have a lot of issues with how they handled their security situation last year. I was really put off by that. I will not be attending. Yeah, we've got some wind down here too, but nothing too crazy yet. The other thing was like the entitlement of smaller streamers also just like the entitlement of like this is across the board though, I think with a lot of new creators, like the micro influencer of it all. Just like you're not owed friendship, like I am someone as well. Like I am very closed off with people right now because I've been burned by too many fucking people. And my kindness and my compassion and openness to being friends with people has unfortunately been taken advantage of too many times. So it doesn't matter if you are a small streamer or a big streamer. I don't fucking know you, and I don't like, I'll be friendly, but like, we're not going to go get dinner together. I don't know you. And like the amount of people that even I saw posting and things like that, where it's like, oh yeah, I can't believe big streamers are like shitty to small streamers. It's like, okay, do we have an example of being shitty, or is it just that they didn't want to hang out with you because they don't know you? Or they didn't want to jump on your stream all of a sudden because you shoved a camera in their face. Like there's so much like, oh, I am the most important person in the world, unfortunately. And I think there's different levels to it, but I definitely think it's TwitchCon. Definitely. It was very good. Thank you. There's like 3 of them. I've made too many. All right, back to Ebola. God. No, and the thing is too, I think also looking at streamer awards, there's a lot of main character syndrome, I think, in that room. Not all of it. I look at a lot of this situation with streamer awards in general and like bigger groups of streamers, and I'm just like, do you guys actually like each other? Like, if you weren't getting donos and subs and gifted subs all the time, like, would you guys be hanging out? And like, I'm someone where I'm like, when I do build friendships with people, I'm like, yeah, no, we're like legit friends, like, well, let's hang out off camera, let's hang out off stream, I don't even have to mention you on stream, it's not a big deal. But like, I don't know, it's just like, okay, I would expect to be friends and not have, something that like we were talking about like thrown back in my face on a stream, like things like that you see, from time to time. And so much of the industry is very, artificial, if that makes sense. But that's just in general with all these creative industries. And I think it really comes down to like, who do you choose to spend time with type of thing, Pretty specifically. Yeah, gotcha. Listen, I don't want to be a good influencer. I want to be a cryptid because that's way cooler. Fair. That's my retirement plan, is cryptid. That's my retirement plan. Like, as soon as I can never post my face on the internet again, I really think that will be a good day for me. It feels like every friendship needs to be transactional. Yeah, and I mean, I've had friends, that have also been burned. So like, I'm fast friends with people, Like Scootish and I are a good example. We met in person at TwitchCon, and like 3 months later ish, we were in Japan together. Like if I click with you, I click with you, But like, we also hang out and talk and like have a lot of the same interests, It's another thing when someone's like, oh yeah, no, come on over, we're gonna get on stream. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure, but like, then I'm just like, okay, I see what this is, like there's, creator friendships, and then there's friendships, a good example of, I think something that needs to get brought back as well is, I've talked about this a lot, the art of the acquaintance. I think the nature of content creation as well, a lot of viewers also think people are closer friends than they actually are. Like, there's a couple of creators that I talk to, and like, I would consider us acquaintances. I think of everyone as a friend, so like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's my friend. But like, we're not chit-chatting and braiding each other's hair, like, we don't talk all that often because like, we have similar content, but we're not like besties or anything like that, It doesn't mean anything good or bad. It's just like, yeah, we're just not like that, But a lot of people would be like, oh my god, yeah, they're best friends. It's like, well, no. I mean, it's like the YouTube collabs, these two, I remember the early 2000s when smaller creators. Yeah, see, like, that's my whole thing. I'm very on, like, as a person on the internet for too long, I'm very clear with people where I'm just like, yeah, if you want to do a collab, like, we can, but I would prefer we, like, talk first and, like, get to know each other first before we even, like, do a collab, whether I like their content or not. Unless there's, like, there's a few people that I'm, like, they've come to me with like a very clear idea and they're like, oh yeah, it's like a town hall type of thing. We're all chatting. We're just like chatting and then we'll pull from that. And I'm like, that's totally cool. It's more like interview style setup versus like a collab video. You know what I'm saying? Tech, social media, and creativity. It's a triple threat magnet for a bunch of fake ass people. Unfortunately. And again, I don't want to say that everyone on the platform is fake. Like everyone that wants to be a streamer is fake. I think that unfortunately, like most industries right now, it's clout in general, you know, will always, you know, at least temporarily prop up the people that are like, what's the craziest thing I can do right this fucking second, you know? And that's where we get some of the more bad actors, you know what I'm saying? Because now I go to places. It's very clear when a romantic friendship breakup happens how close actually are. Yeah. Sorry. Some people give me shit because I won't date another creator, especially a streamer or a YouTuber, talking head creator like I am. But like if you're on the internet, as long as I have been, it's very apparent, you know, like how very rarely do they work out, you know, if you just very rarely do creator relationships work out. And it's always a mess, you know. I don't want to intertwine my content with anyone else. I don't want to put my eggs in one basket, you know. I don't date a whole lot, so I really don't want to deal with the reality of a public relationship with someone who is also in my industry, you know. Like it just sounds like a goddamn nightmare. And then again, it's like, okay, yeah, my coworkers are then also the people that we're dealing with in a breakup, you know, like, oh, I find out that someone that I thought I was really good friends with is actually kind of a snake, you know, like who, you know, like I don't want to deal with that. Like, oh yeah, they've got X amount of more followers than me, so everyone's picking their side. Like that's crazy. Whether it's positive or negative, it doesn't matter for like a chill breakup or a not. I'm blocking everyone that's tagging Grok on Twitter. Hold on. Block. Okay. The WHO has declared the Ebola outbreak in Congo and Uganda as a public health emergency of international concern with over 300 suspected cases and 88 deaths. Wasn't it 57 not that long ago? Did it jump that quickly? I swear, last time we talked about the Ebola outbreak, it was 57 deaths. Am I wrong? Does anyone remember? Does anyone remember? Did it jump that fast in like 4 days? I didn't realize Ebola goes through you that quickly. That sounds horrible. Like that's the guaranteed outcome is death, but like it doesn't sound like a good time. Chat's lagging again. Sorry, hang on. God damn it. Okay, now it's back. God damn it. I just, now it says excellent, I swear. Sorry, try refreshing stream if it's not working. Sorry, chat. I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming it's a power line or something. Who knows? Like, my state's gonna run out of gas and oil, supposedly. Oh, if you need an oil change, chat, on your car, if you have a vehicle and you need an oil change, go get it done I want you to make an appointment with it by 4 Wednesday if you live in the United States. I'm not even kidding. Go get it done. I don't care. I don't care if it's due in a week. I don't care if it's due in 2 months. I want you to get your oil change. I'm dead serious. Dead serious. Multiple manufacturers are talking about a shortage of lubrication. If there's anything that you need done on your car, go and get it done quickly. I understand. That's easier said than done. But it's going to be a problem if your car is not working soon. It does not meet the criteria of a pandemic and that closing international borders is unnecessary. God, I feel like I was in high school still last time there was like a truly major Ebola outbreak, no? I believe it was 2016, 2015. Thank you for following. However, that applies. Work and your private life need to be... No, exactly. Like, as far as dating as well, we can't both be worried about the algorithm. Like, I need you to not be aware of the internet algorithm, actually. Like, the omniscient evil that is the algorithm in my life. I need you to not know about that, you know? And, like, if at some point when we're dating, you're like, hey, babe, I want to start posting videos. Cool. Chill, you know? But, like, in a perfect world, they won't know I'm a YouTuber before we started meeting. My hour commute stresses me out every day with these gas prices. I'm driving to San Jose next week. I'm not looking forward to that, you know? Like 2 months ago, y'all think I'm good. How much miles have you put on your car, Measle Weasel? I haven't had a car in 7 years. Yep, clock it. An hour commute. Had to break up with my ex because she was too involved in the algorithm. Yeah, something like that. I graduated in 2016. I fairly certain it was 2015. I swear to God. The amount of people that are on the fuck ass... How do I block you? Block. There we go. Like, I'm on the official tag for Ebola. Hey, at Grok. How worried should I be about it? I need you to read a fucking article. I need you to read something, for the love of God. My cousin's baby showers, and it was crazy driving because the farther we got away from the Seattle area, the cheaper they got. Oh, gas? Yeah, no, I do have a limit to what I will pay for gas, and apparently it's anything over $6.20 is where I'm like, I'd rather die. We're at 644 around me, so which I'm sure it's 650 as I go outside. By the time I leave, it's gonna be 650. So let's see. God, 88. US CDC says Ebola risk remains low. Listen, I don't doubt that. I just don't fucking trust the CDC right now. Why would I trust them? Give me a reason. What should the current CDC, under this administration, why should I trust the current CDC? I can't believe I'm saying that. As someone that believes in science. What have they done to make me believe that they have any handle or any control of anything? Or the public's best interests at heart, the safety of public health at heart. Tell me. 50 a day for 5 days a week minimum, so 2,500 including weekends. Okay, you might be fine. I don't know. I don't trust anything in this administration. Yep. While the current risk to the American, this is from the CDC, while the current risk to the American public remains low, CDC is working closely with international partners to monitor the situation and help prevent further spread of the disease. Ebola spreads through direct contact with bodily fluids and is not transmitted through casual contact or through the air. Again, I don't doubt that, okay? But I, unfortunately, don't trust a lot of people. Hang on, let me send William the videos I filmed because they finally finished uploading. So, William. There we go. Oops. I can't spell, apparently. Did the journal factory explode? So many bodily fluids. Yeah, you know, and again, like I said, I was wearing a mask yesterday. I even wore a mask to my friend's thing last night, and everyone was like, "Are you sick?" I was like, "Nope, just being overly cautious." And they were like, "Okay, bet." And again, do I think there's anything wrong with me? No. But I don't, like I said, trust people. And again, it's like God, the coughs that I heard, even on the train, the coughs I heard from people that weren't masked, the coughs I heard from people that were masked, you know? And there were so many people at the bug fair, that I'm just like, I wore a mask when I went to, you know, what's it called the other night? I'm just gonna be cautious. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't want anything. I don't trust anyone. Yada, yada, yada. There we go. I literally made a note in the bug fair video. I was like, hello. We shouldn't have a problem, but just in case, I will be masking at all events going forward. I want to hear, if I hear any attitude, I'm going to be irritated. Buy the oil and store it. Please tell him the chat says hi, lol. Junior cronies in there now. I don't trust this administration to do anything but the last pandemic Trump treated like a fucking wedge issue. Well, I can try to reduce weekend travel, so hopefully I can stretch it out. Did you hear about the two planes that collided? Yeah, dude, what the fuck? I saw the video and I was just like, I was worried because I saw their parachutes coming down and I was like, are they gonna hit the smoldering plane? Thankfully they did not. Everyone is texting me. Everyone's just sending me TikTok videos. Why? Oh, it's my dad. I already filmed. Does he not know this? You know, I know when I need to make a video on something, a topic, because my dad started sending me videos about it. And then I realized it's officially breached containment, and therefore I need to discuss it. If I was considering it, that's usually it. Yeah, but the video was crazy. It just looked insane. Were they selling any weird bugs? I mean, yeah, they had all the bugs. What classifies as a weird bug? I will admit, as I was taking videos of everything, I was like, God, what if someone comments, holy shit, that's an illegal bug to sell? I was thinking about that. I was like, God, how would the museum know enough to know if one of the vendors that was selling live insects or even, you know, mounted insects, if they would know one was illegal to sell at all? Because like I know, for example, it can vary by state. So like here, you cannot, I believe it's zebras, you cannot sell taxidermied zebras at all here in California. I believe it's zebras. Like it doesn't matter how ethically sourced they were, it doesn't matter where you got them from, you cannot sell them here in California. It doesn't matter if they're vintage, antique, it does not matter. You cannot sell them here in California. So in previous, it's not about having them, Kuna, but yes, you can't have ferrets. We also can't have hedgehogs because of the fact, again, like I said, the same reason that the gas shortage is a problem. We have a lot of food that gets grown here. We also have a lot of native species that get terrorized by invasive species, okay? Like a ferret, like a hedgehog, okay? But you cannot sell a taxidermied zebra here. And at the Oddities and Curiosity Expo, I believe earlier this year, a vendor was selling taxidermied parts of a zebra, and Fish and Game Wildlife Commission, I believe, came in and had them break everything down and like confiscated the zebra parts. I don't know the details of that, but I remember seeing that video. So that's one of those things where I was like, could this be a reputable seller somewhere else, but then here they're not allowed to sell that particular species? I don't know. But most of the sellers were based here in California, was my understanding. I worked at IKEA in 2021, and they have really good COVID protocols, but we get tons of MAGA shipbirds from outside the city going live on because if someone refused to wear a mask, if the employee was uncomfortable assisting them. Yeah, dude, I got that a lot working. That was everywhere, unfortunately. It was the state of things. My friend had a sugar glider. Hey, hello. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, do you guys know who John Curacao is? John Curacao. I want to show you guys some of his videos, but I almost don't. Because, okay, so John Curacao, I believe he says he used to work for the CIA. And he tells stories. I believe it's the CIA. Let me check. Yeah, he's former CIA. He's a whistleblower, journalist, and author. He's also one of those guys, though. He is a whistleblower, but he's also someone where he does so many interviews and so many stories posted online that I'm like, if they wanted you dead, you'd be dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be some part of him that knows that what he's sharing is not going to get him taken out. Let's see. But his videos do so well on he used to be a high-ranking, counterterrorism officer on torture in the CIA. Yeah. And like, no, and I get that. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm gonna make that very clear. I want to make it very clear. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that he whistleblew. We're team whistleblowers over here, okay? My concern is that in current times, he's doing the, podcast circuits and things like that. And he's sharing all these stories where I'm just like, they would kill you, like if there was something truly that he was revealed. You know what I'm saying? But TikTok loves this guy. Got so many of his videos. And even then it's like, I don't think what he's sharing is like not true, but like I shouldn't be able to buy a cameo from that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does seem like it needs to be a separation of church and TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't be able to buy a cameo from him. Yeah. Author, expert, whistleblower. Took them a little time to get Gary Webb. Sorry, is this the guy who was sitting in the dark room with a spotlight? I don't. When? God, the AI in his things. Some of his posts. My point of bringing this up is that one of his videos hit my feed. He could only have gotten that idea from Benjamin Netanyahu, I believe, about Trump. Because that audio is going viral on TikTok from like, oh, someone who does something horrible. It's like, you could only have gotten that idea from Benjamin Netanyahu. Trying to figure out if I've seen him on TikTok. You've probably seen him on TikTok. He's like, he's older now with gray hair and glasses. He's always shot in profile now for the most part. Please, okay, never mind. We're reading this article from Wired. Men are obsessed with AI. Many of their wives hate it. And them. Let's see, you gonna turbo block me? Yeah, hang on. Meet the sad wives of AI. This is by, what? No, hold on. Okay, wait. Let's try this again. Damn, they got me. Hang on, I'm trying to find one. Oh, got it. Okay, we're good. I got it. This is by, do we have a name? Give me a name. Alessandra Ram. If I had to listen to another minute of my husband talking about Claude Code, I might have actually died. It was 11 p.m. in Berkeley, California, when I was home alone with our 10-month-old daughter. 2 a.m. in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where he was visiting for his newest job in AI. Just look at this, he shouted. The FaceTime camera zoomed toward a laptop sitting on a hotel bed. See? See what? I thought. I wanted to shower. I still had to take the dog out. Are you looking? He shouted again. I wasn't. I was looking at our real baby. But that's the thing. There are 2 babies in this household now. The small human one and the large language model. Both demand constant attention. Both keep us up at 2 a.m. Is this Sophie's Choice kind of situation, please? I'd kill the AI baby in an instant. Yes, I'm going to watch Obsession. I was gonna blow off stream and see it tonight, but it's not at the theater near me yet. There's a strange and underdiscussed side effect of the AI boom, what it's doing to family dynamics, by which I mean how it's potentially destroying family dynamics. I'm sure this applies to all kinds of families, gay or straight, rich or poor, with any AI-pilled members. The technology has come for us all, but for the purposes of this story, I mostly spoke to white-collar heteros in the Bay Area. Because that's where a certain psychological crisis seems most acute. Often it goes like this. He works in AI and she does everything and anything else. Other times it's bleaker. He desperately wants to work in AI or feels he must work in AI. And she wants him to do literally anything else. It's kind of just a random encounter situation, Miss Blue. Was supposed to go live yesterday, but I had plans, unfortunately, in an event. Either way, the men go in and the women want out. How many? It depends how you define working in AI. About 71% of AI skilled workers, according to one report, are men, and there are roughly 35,000 open AI roles in the US at any given moment. Broaden that to include investors, and you're adding thousands more. Broaden it further to include every man who has mentioned to his wife that he is looking at some opportunities in the space, and we're in the millions. Conservatively, that means hundreds of thousands of spouses, partners, and girlfriends holding down the fort while someone mansplains the singularity to them. There are, in other words, a lot of us, and more of us are surfacing, gasping for air, a single conversation that doesn't involve LLM by the day. There's a meme of that. There's a name for our ranks. I call us the sad wives of AI. Is she talking? I'm sorry, is this her own story at the intro? I fucking hate my husband because I just had a baby. Is that the author's story? I thought it was she was being facetious or like was using hyperbole. First of all, I'm sorry. AI is already the only thing most people talk about here, and it's even worse for the sad wives. One of them moved from New York for her husband's career. He co-founded an AI company. Now he's head of design at another. He's so passionate about it, she says. I go along to get along. That is when she can remember what he does. Exactly. My eyes glaze over a bit. I tend to check out. I forget. She does say his company is at the forefront of something. Mostly she's tired. I did not expect how homogenous it would be. In New York, I had a friend who's a teacher, a friend who's a nurse, a friend in fashion, a friend in finance, and none of us talked about our jobs when we went out. Every time I go out in San Francisco, it feels like I'm at a work happy hour. I don't get it. Jesus. I think I scratched my tonsil, by the way. Fun. Don't know how I did that. In a way, it can't be helped. Most days, it feels like every billboard in the city is about AI. Every single one. I'm on the edge, another AI wife tells me, while my husband drives by and is like, oh, wow, that's my company's billboard. Cool, great. Like almost every sad AI wife I talk to, doesn't want me to include the specifics of her situation. Marriages, social standings, and finances. Anything to protect the equity are on the line. Some of the sad wives are obscenely rich. Others are struggling. But the more I talk to them, the more I hear the same lines, the same complaints, the same cliches, the hours, the obsession, the sense that missing the moment would mean for their AI-pilled spouses, missing the most important technological shift of a lifetime. They really want to ride the wave. One AI wife says. Another, he's always depressed about something. Jana Vander Meulen Rogers, the chair of labor studies and employment relationships at Rutgers University, has a blunt take. What's happening in Bay Area households isn't just a lifestyle story, it's a labor market story. The AI boom, Rogers says, is creating a perfect storm of forces reshaping household dynamics, playing out along predictability gendered lines. I'm going to link this article for y'all so you can read it if you would like. I'm not going to continue because I think we know where this is going. But if you would like to read it, there y'all go. There it is. Here, I'll add it in this chat too, so you have it. Paste. There we go. Overall, though, it's just like, I don't know. I can keep going. It's the same thing. There was another commencement speaker that was talking about AI, where it's like, if you're not in sciences, it doesn't matter. AI is going to touch everything that you do, and got booed. And he's like gleeful about it. I want them scared. I want them scared, you know? The old Google CEO. Yeah. And again, I'm not doing this. I don't care, you know? Let's see. It's very depressing. Hopefully those women either get out of their partner, has a revelation, but they can do fun California stuff like eating mushrooms and walking on the beach or going into the forest. My brother works with AI. Well, he does like to talk about how it works The more he's learned about it, the more he's scared he gets about it. Fun. I just, it's one of those things where I'm just like, I don't get these data. If we allow these data centers to go up, like, what is it? Is it the Utah one that needs the amount of energy it takes to power Las Vegas in order to run? Like, we're just, like, literally nuking the planet by being sold a load of crap, When cybersecurity collapses. And wildfire burn them down. Someone suggested planting kudzu nearby. Mint, bamboo. Possibly an option. Bamboo can grow super quickly too, so it is an option. Kudzu, I think, grows quickly eventually, but... Saw a headline that wrote, "We are humanizing AI more, yet we are dehumanizing human more." Yep. God, I got some dumb email about, yeah, AI. Like, it was one of those videos that, like, I can tell they don't realize that when I use AI in a title, it's negative. Like, so it was like, yeah, do you want to learn more about how AI is doing X, Y, and Z? I was like, not really. No. In the town next to mine, people had no idea because they only disclosed. Yeah, they don't have to disclose it. Not really. It's just like, it's so fucking bad, and there's so little restriction, and I hate it all. I hate it. Let's see. They wanted to live in an NFT trading world. It's revenge for us not getting on board with NFTs. NFTs were dumb, and I still stand by that. Again, if you were shilling NFTs, I'm not listening to your opinions on fucking AI. I'm just not. Okay, the starting lineup for the top 10 of the Indy 500. I'll tell you guys this. Pole position, Alex Palou. Second, Alexander Rossi. Third, David Malukas. Felix Rosenquist is fourth. I believe he just had a baby, too. Ferrucci is fifth. Pato Award, sixth. Kiffin Simpson, seventh. Connor Daly, eighth. Scott McLaughlin. He's actually seen one of my videos and said that I was good. Not Scott McLaughlin, Connor Daly. Colette is 10. Who else? Pay ads who wishes to curse AI's downfall. I feel like that's not going to do enough at this point. Are the eBay, they'll know the old magics. It's not enough. We need to start planning. We need to start doing some. Oh God, I'm not saying that on camera. Never mind. Let's see. Continue. You announcing the racers just made it click in my brain why the old racing game is called pole position. Yes. LOL, yes, I've wanted to suggest more direct measures, but held my tongue. I mean, I just think, you know what's a really bountiful crop? Bamboo. You know, bamboo just grows so much, and it's so durable and sturdy. You know, it can really replenish an area. You know, like if you are having some tree fall, and you want to like really densely pack the area, you know, and you want to like really reinvigorate the wildlife, bamboo will do it. I thought this was going to be about bamboo rayon, which is not environmentally friendly as advertised. No, not about that. It's about data centers and like some ideas if you want to do some, you know, urban planting. God, I'm at this state of being where I'm just like always hungry and like I'm eating quite a lot. Like I had lunch, I had a secondary lunch technically, and I had like half a peanut butter sandwich just because I was like, it's too early for dinner. So there was no point in doing that. But God, oh, I had a talk with my dad today because I called him and I was telling him about. I asked him if he had heard about the Maldives divers, the 5 people that died diving in the Maldives. One of the search and rescue people that was trying to recover the bodies did die as well, and they called off the search for the day. And I had to talk with my dad because I was like, I travel alone, and like I do a lot of ballsy shit, you know. And I had to talk with my dad. I was like, if there's ever a time, I don't care if I'm on safari, I don't care if I'm underwater, if I'm in the woods, if there's ever an opportunity where I pass away or I'm missing, one, yes, I would like to live, but also like if there is a risk to search and rescue and like more people will die trying to retrieve me, I want it on record that I don't want that. Call off the search. Hey, Amanda would not want more people to die. Fucking knock it off, you know. Also, if a bear gets me, if an animal gets me, do not kill more than is necessary. Because sometimes in national parks, they have no choice but to euthanize a bear or a mountain lion or anything like that that has killed a human, especially if they've consumed the human at all. Because now they have the taste for like human flesh and it like becomes a further issue. It's like, listen, I understand if you got to take out one. I understand. But it's not going to be like we need to make sure we get the bear that killed Amanda. We need to kill 8 of them. No. Say Amanda's going to haunt all of you. She speaks for the bears. Leave them the fuck alone. You know, like, so he was like, I understand. So, remember the raid on Area 51? That was fun. Consider, what if it did something? You'll vibe the bear and live with it in the forest safe and sound. No, it's not even that. It's just like, if there's ever a time, because my dad is a vengeful fucker, okay? I acknowledge that. Other discussions have been had if my life ends at the hands of a human. There are other discussions that I'm not going to say here on camera. But like, if it's like, I did something risky and I died, like cave diving or something, or, you know, I got lost or something, like if truly trying to recover my remains is going to lead to the death of other people, or if people start getting injured or dying, I need him to be the one to be like, hey, knock it off. Amanda would not want this. So I speak for the bears. I speak for the bears. The bears ate me. I hope she had a good meal and fed her cubs. Yeah, if like if an animal gets me, I did something wrong. Like truly, I probably did something wrong. So like it's not their fault. You know, I was in their home, they caught me lacking, I did something stupid, I stuck around too long, you know, like something I did something wrong. That's not their fault, you know. Sightings of Ghost Bear Lorax, Amanda. do, do, do. I got kicked by a cow. Cows kill people. Cows kill more people a year than shark attacks do. Cows will take your ass out. Usually it's because people are dumb and like a cow falls on them. People really don't realize how heavy a cow is. But like cows will kill you. Like they will get you. You just also become food and that's how it is. Yep. You know? Have we asked the bears about their opinions on LLMs? You're so right. You're so right. I should go. There are bears at a regional park by my old place, not here in LA, back in OC, Irvine Regional Park. And I definitely recommend going because it's the one time I've ever seen a bear that truly recognized a person. I had a biology professor, okay, my bio lab professor, and he always talks about how we would go. He brought us to go to this zoo in here, and he had always told us about these two bears there. One was born in captivity and could never be released. One had brain damage from being hit by a car in Humboldt County, and now had to be in captivity for rehabilitation, but was probably never going to be released. Okay, because he would have died. Okay. So one was named Yo-Yo, and I forget the brain damaged one's name. But the one of them totally knew my professor. Okay, I shit you not. He was like, "Oh yeah, this bear knows me," and he was talking all this big game about how this bear was gonna run up to him and all this stuff, and I was like, "There's no fucking way." Like, oh, okay, sure. This bald, redheaded, giant beard motherfucker. You know, he had like one of those haircuts where it's like the top of his head was bald. Big bio lab guy is like, yeah, this bear's totally gonna know you. I shit you fucking not. We go in, he has everyone line up, and then the zookeeper is like, yeah. And so Professor climbs up into the planter to where the gate is of the bear enclosure. Okay, there's still a gate. There's still a gate between them. This bear, I kid you not, borderline trotted over to my professor and was like rubbing against the gate, trying to talk to him. He hand fed him avocados through the gate. Bear totally knew it was fucking him. I was like, holy shit. He's like, yeah, I always make sure our classes come here. Like that was his fucking buddy. It was insane. Was your professor a character in Guess Who? Yeah, dude, that's just Orange County. Orange County's a Guess Who board, baby. But it's asking bears about current events while running away from them. There we go. I think she wouldn't put stress on the bears, though, truly. I don't think she would. Would probably be different if we kept sharks in cages that a population density we do cattle. True. One way or another, cows will get you, either in the outside world or from within your arteries. My dad and blew out his knee. In fairness, he'd do cattle farm, so it's just sort of how it goes sometimes. Yeah. Also, you know what else we can do about data centers? Have you told your local crackheads? I'm saying this lovingly. Have you told your local crackheads that there's copper wire in data centers? They got some copper over there. Has anyone told them that yet? Do they know? I feel they should know. I feel something would be done if they knew that there was some copper. I was going to say train raccoons to go inside and unplug all the wires. Do not get wild animals as pets, be it a bear, fox, monkey, pico. It's cruel to them. Well, yeah, we're not talking about getting wild animals as pets. Wasps for pets control. Heavy quotes on pet. I mean, Russia is built different. Most videos that I've seen of people having pets, bears as pets, is out of Russia, from what I've seen. Tell the methods too. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, the guy with the puma for a pet is Russian, I think. Dear God. Ugh. Let's see. Puma bed. Puma bed. Not Puma bed. All right, let's see. Video time. Okay, well, first I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and then we're gonna have video time. It's been an hour already? Jeez, and half the time it was me having technical issues. Ooh. All those big cats get leg problems because they clip their claws short and they use them to balance and such, so without it, it strains their limbs. Ooh. All right, I'll be back. Hello. I also got cookies. Well, I got Scooby snacks. So I opened these up. I got these the other night. What size do you think these are? When I opened these up, I was genuinely floored. What should you guess? 4 huge fucking cookies. These are the Scooby snacks. I was gonna have one last night, and then I was like, oh, I already had, like, I was gonna have like one. And then I was shocked they were that big. I didn't, no one's posted about these. They've just posted they had them. I had no idea they were this big. I literally sent a photo in me, Chris, and Anarchy's group chat, like, hey, look what's in here. This is the chocolate paw print one. It's a little gingerbready. Definitely more gingerbread than, say, a graham cracker. Barely taste the chocolate. Anyways. Let's see. All right. Get into it. Let's see. Where are you? YouTube? Is it working? No. Hang on. Everything is buffering still. There we go. I know you can't hear it. These are from trucker dash cams. Yeah.
In February of 2015, this pair of truck drivers was driving down the highway when a white truck quickly sped up to them. It got in front of them and slowed down, forcing them to stop their truck altogether. They thought the man inside was trying to tell them something, like their brake lights weren't working or something, so they pulled to the side of the road.
Never do that.
But once they stopped, no one got out of the white truck. It circled the two truckers and stopped right next to them, even blocking oncoming traffic at times.
Hang on. Hang on, I think it's... There it is. It's that YouTube. That one. Swell Shenanigans. Still a podcast
The person
channel.
inside could now clearly be seen, but he just sits there, staring at them. They worried the man had a gun, and so they...
No front plate. Cars thrashed. That looks like mud on the handle, on the, like a handprint.
They decide to drive
Like right
away.
here.
But this causes the white pickup to pull right in front of them.
Yeah, what's your fucking deal, bro? What's your fucking problem? Also, this is very clearly not a dash cam. This is my issue with videos like this when they make so many of these. That's not a dash cam. If you're going to use a dash cam, videos from trekkers on the road, that I would accept that, but this is not dash cam. Why are you circling the truck? Keep driving. Why are we stopped? What's your fucking problem, bro? Can you even get out from this angle?
Does he think you cut him off or something?
I think it's up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's weird.
DC wants his tag. I can't see his tag.
The truck drivers are forced to back up to get around. They try to record the license plate, but it's not entirely visible. After a few seconds of just sitting there, the white pickup backs up to be in line with the truck. The truck drivers take this opportunity to try and drive away.
Zoom. Oh my god.
As they drive off, the white pickup rams into their back trailer
That's so
in
weird.
what can only be assumed an attempt to get them to stop. But they keep going and eventually lose the white pickup. A bit further down the road, they park and wait for police to arrive.
Good.
When they did, they started a search, and after a while found the white pickup on the side of the road a bit further down. They detained the man inside, and after seeing the video, arrested him. Police later determined the man was not in his right mind, and the outcome could have easily been worse than it was. This dashcam footage was taken at 5 in the morning on July 29, 2016. The truck is in Calais, a city in France that overlooks the narrowest point in
Have
the
we seen
English
this
Channel.
one, or does all freeway footage look
It's
the
headed
same?
for a port which will take it over the channel to the UK. As it continues on the road, the truck in front of it suddenly brakes, causing the truck with the dashcam to lay on the horn. Shortly after, multiple men with flashlights appear on the road, throwing rocks at the truck, trying to get it to stop.
Nah.
They even use tree
no.
branches as makeshift roadblocks.
No. Nah. Hate that.
The truck smashed through the tree branches, not stopping, knowing that if they do, they could be injured or worse.
Yeah, what the fuck is that going on?
The men in the video on the side of the road are a gang of migrants trying to be smuggled into the UK by any means possible. They'll set up makeshift roadblocks, throw rocks at the windows of trucks, stand in the road, all in an attempt to get trucks to stop. If they're successful, they'll use different weapons to threaten truck drivers into smuggling them over
Trying
the
this one.
border. Reports of these occurrences, both successful and unsuccessful, come in somewhat
Much softer.
frequently. Many other dash cams on trucks driving through the same area have captured similar
Kind of like a sugar
occurrences.
cookie.
This one shows a hijacking attempt with more people involved.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I'm hitting you. I'm running you over. I'm hauling shit. Get off the fucking road. Are you stupid?
Typically, these attempts occur between 12 and 6 a.m. Police in Calais have been working to fully eradicate the issue for years.
Don't do this shit to me. I don't care if I'm in my Camry or a Semi or a Sprinter van. I'm running you off the road. Don't come up to my fucking car on the fucking freeway. I will hit you. You remember that one video where they tried to rob his car and the person straight up drove into him on the on-ramp and the person went flying? That'll be me. Don't run up on my car like this. I want to live too much. I have too much shit to see. I still haven't seen the redwoods in the forest, okay? Don't do this shit to me.
In 2021, Hurricane Ida, an extremely destructive Category 4 hurricane, hit the state of Louisiana. It was the second most powerful hurricane recorded to have done so. It quickly devastated the southernmost port of Louisiana as it moved upwards further into the U.S. The hurricane created multiple tornadoes as it did so. This semi-truck would find itself in the middle of one of them, all of which was
God.
caught on its dash cam.
God, that wind is crazy.
It happened in Horsham, Pennsylvania. The truck stops at a light, but upon turning green, the driver decides to stay put. The winds quickly begin picking up.
Oh, God.
Visibility continues to worsen as the power lines on the side of the road finally give way.
Oh, my God.
The truck continues to be forcefully pushed
The
around.
power lines scare me so
tornado
bad.
watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for southeastern Pennsylvania. Repeating,
The power lines scare me so bad because, like, if there's enough water on the ground and the power lines fall and end up in the water, it can electrify, like, most of that puddle. And, like, it can kill you.
tornado warning has been allowed to expire for the following counties in Pennsylvania, Delaware, Montgomery, and Philadelphia. And
God, that rain is coming down in sheets. That's crazy.
3:15 p.m.
Look at the
Wednesday,
trees
peak
over
was
here.
6.4 feet.
With the rain.
Moderate flooding is forecast.
Look at that flooding. Oh, my God.
The river is expected to rise above flood stage light this evening to a crest of
This is the better
14.8
cookie.
feet tomorrow morning. Several driveways and other minor roadways are affected. Water begins to enter some basements. Impact at 10.0 feet. High water isolates several houses, resulting in some evacuation.
Jesus. Oh.
The winds are strong enough to push the truck over. The dash cam falls out of place, revealing the driver still being held in his seat from his seatbelt. Almost immediately after falling over, a man driving a van in front of the truck turned.
I'll never forget. We were coming back from, I think it was Palm Springs, back to OC. And it was when the wind was so bad. Certain strips of desert, people really don't realize how much the wind can pick up in areas of the desert. This also happened quite a bit when I was driving to Vegas last year for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. The main thing you need to know is I know my car extremely well, okay? I know what my car can handle. My car is two-wheel drive, but I know exactly what I can and can't do, what speeds it can take, okay? Because I've been driving my car for years now, okay? So, and I also am very familiar with the route to get to Vegas from LA because I've done that drive so many times. So I know already instinctively where I need to slow down. Now, add in the fact that there was literal ice warnings and the rain was coming down and there was severe flooding throughout that whole drive. The amount of cars that I saw on this one, there was one strip of the desert, okay, where it gets a little bit curvy on the road, okay, and it's through the mountain passes, okay. There's a couple of rock formations. It's not quite mountains, but it's a couple of rock formations. And people don't realize how much the wind already can whip through there because of these formations, because the wind is not, it's not going over flat, it's going over these mountain formations, these rocky formations. In a 2-mile stretch of that area, I saw 6 cars off the road, crashed into the rocks. Now, while I was driving by, cops were already with them or the cars had already been abandoned for whatever reason, okay? So I was like not going to stop and pull over, but even then it's like, okay, if I stop, am I going to be stuck here as well? So you got to kind of wear that for yourself. But I had already seen, emergency services were already with everyone that I could see. But it was not like there was like a bunch of cars piling into each other. They were all single car accidents that clearly took the bends way too fucking quickly in the wet, okay? Same with giant trucks, though. When this is going on, you got to get your truck off that fucking road. I almost think that staying put was not the move. I don't know. He was away from the trees here, it looks like. I can't tell. There's a couple of big bushes that could be big trees over on this side. You guys can't see it behind me. But there is a high likelihood, if this was as like exposed as he was, this probably was better. Because the last thing you would want is to crash the truck, the tanker, into these trees or into these power lines. So being here may have been the safest option. I have seen full trucks like this tipped over into the like ditches out off the side of the freeway because of the winds without rain.
Turned around and went over to help. The truck driver was assisted out of his truck, where the 2 men then ran for cover in a nearby building. The truck driver made it out with only minor injuries.
Still awful.
This dashcam footage was taken in Russia. A driver stopped his truck on the side of the road to change out one of his wheels. As he does so, he notices the same vehicle pass by multiple different times. Worried whoever was inside had bad intentions, the driver walks up the road and finds a steel pipe to defend himself. Shortly after, the car drives by again, but this time stops.
Just finds a steel pipe.
3
is
bandits were
crazy.
inside.
Bandits.
One of them, seen in a tracksuit, walks up to the truck and attempts to extort money from the driver for, quote, crossing their territory. But the driver stays inside his truck and calls for backup from other nearby truckers.
No, ладно.
5 minutes later, multiple trucks respond to his call for help. Now with backup, the driver gets out of his truck and confronts the bandits with his steel pipe. Meanwhile, trucks continue to pile in, blocking the bandits from retreating.
That's funny as fuck.
Now with almost 20 truckers, they flip the bandits' car over.
Holy shit. Holy shit, are they gonna do it? Get it, get it, get it, get it, get fucked, get fucked. Yeah. 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 Holy shit.
The car is left to sit upside down on the side of the road as all the truckers begin to leave, having saved one trucker from a potentially life-threatening situation.
Wow, he really did find a fucking pipe. That's fucking what? It's wild.
This dashcam footage was also taken in Russia. It was recorded on October 29th, 2013. The truck was carrying a shipment through the night. The road is pitch black, only lit up by the truck's headlights. All of a sudden, a tree falls directly in front of it, only seen when it appears in front of the headlights.
Oh. Oh, yeah, what do you do there? You gotta just plow through. Not much you can do.
The tree falls only feet away from the truck. There's not enough distance to avoid it, forcing the driver into it. He swerves, but avoids overcorrecting more than he should, and therefore doesn't spin out and lose control.
Yeah, swerving could kill them easily. That thing becomes a battering ram.
This allows the driver to make it out with nothing more than slight damage to the front of the truck. This semi-truck was sitting idly on the side of the road when the dashcam captures a silver car pull up in front of it. The car is put in park and a man gets out. He starts walking up to the truck and, seeing no one inside, walks around to the driver's side door.
Bro.
It was left unlocked. The truck driver was outside, possibly changing a tire or inspecting his back trailer. It's not made entirely clear. The man then rummages through the truck driver's things before making a run for it back to his car, having taken a black bag. That's when the truck driver realizes what's going on and chases after him.
Why are we leaving trucks open? Bro, why are we just stealing shit? What's going on? Bro. Why did they stop? Oh, they threw it out.
For whatever reason, after getting in the passenger side door and beginning to drive off, the car stops and the man throws the bag on the ground.
What?
The car then continues to speed off as the trucker reclaims his bag.
Are you stupid?
The license plate was never fully visible in the video, so police couldn't really do anything.
What? Are we not trying? Why is no one trying things? Alright, let's see. Let's see. That was weird, yeah. Yeah, no, they probably definitely have robbed things before. Okay, let's do...
They hid inside the Area 51 tunnels when they started hearing strange noises.
What?
And then, beneath them,
what?
a mysterious boat
The what tunnels?
carrying military personnel began moving through the darkness.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
The term Britain's Area 51 is often used to describe secret...
I was gonna say, so for those who don't know, Area 51, that's not the Area 51 tunnels then. Let's not get it twisted, okay? It's Britain's Area 51, which is a different thing, okay? Nevada's Area 51, one of the speculation, because if you look at it, there's a couple of buildings, but they're not in a ton of activity. So the speculation is that they have underground bunkers and facilities, and that's where the actual testing is being done. So if they said tunnels and there was proof of tunnels, that would be one thing.
military sites in the United Kingdom, most notably RAF Rudloe Manor in Wiltshire. In the 1950s, this facility was used to collect and analyze UFO reports, earning it a reputation as the British counterpart to the famous U.S. base in Nevada.
Tunnel encounters. There's no way.
Surrounded by decades of speculation and conspiracy theories, the site continues to spark suspicion and public fascination to this day. Despite tight security and restricted access, explorers from the YouTube channel Proving Demons recently attempted to investigate what might be hidden behind its closed doors. In their video titled Storming UK's Area 51 Secret Tunnels, Strange Underground Boat, the team shows how, after failing to enter through the main gate,
Why are you looking at me
they
like I
searched for an
did this? You
alternative
did
route.
this.
The underground tunnels they discovered
Guys,
were
look at
not
me like,
directly connected to the metro
You
system,
did this shit.
allowing them to observe passing trains from an unsettlingly close distance.
A bus?
That is freaking cool. Right, doesn't appear to be a third rail. Don't touch the...
At one point, the group began hearing
Third rail is the electrified one, by the way, if you've ever seen it. If you don't touch it, it will kill you.
strange noises and realized they were not alone in the tunnels. Beneath them, a mysterious boat
functioning
moved through the
base, it sounds
darkness.
It's below us. There's people down there.
God, stop talking then. They probably can hear you. Oh, it is like a boat. That's kind of cool.
This is underground.
Yeah, stop fucking talking.
That is mental.
That's crazy.
Get back.
It's drilled into my brain.
Get back.
Oh my god, stop talking. If for the love of God, if you're gonna don't do this dumb shit, but if you do this dumb shit, okay, have hand signals. Have a signal, like if you bap on the arm twice or something, it's, hey, it's okay, but back up. Like, have fucking a plan so that you don't have to talk.
Just leave it. I
Stop.
think there might be workers, bro.
Stop talking.
I don't...
Do you know, even if there's water in this tunnel, do you know how much sound is carried in a tunnel? Like, they may not be able to identify where you are because there are certain designs of a tunnel where, like, I could be talking to a wall, but it sounds like I'm down the other way because of the way that the sound is bouncing. It's very weird. But don't be dumb. Your voice will carry. Someone is hearing you. You just don't know who.
don't know what the hell that is, but there's this super long boat in these tunnels. Guys, it looks like we're not the...
For fuck's sake. This is the thing that drives me crazy about all of these videos. Hang on. This is the thing that drives me crazy about all these fucking videos. If you're doing something like this, why are we talking to the camera? Do a voiceover later. Add text on screen. Don't do this. No vlogging. Okay, guys, here's what's going on. Someone's hunting us for sport in the illegal tunnels. You know, like, don't do that.
Only sewer rats touring these tunnels
this
tonight,
bright-ass
so I
light.
guess we're gonna have to be a little extra careful.
This is
Andrew,
pissing me off.
honestly, what do you think that boat was?
Y'all are pissing me off, actually.
Mole people.
Y'all
Mole
are
people.
pissing me
This
off.
place is riddled with mole people, obviously. They live underground and they steal our socks.
You know what I think? I think like secret intelligence operations is a more plausible explanation than more people.
I don't know.
Its presence in such a deep, isolated location seemed completely inexplicable. What was it doing there? Could it have been part of some classified operation? And if they had been caught, what would have happened to them? The explorers claimed they encountered unusual, unfamiliar technology deep within the tunnels.
Oh, okay.
However, they chose not to stay long, as distant sirens and alarm signals soon echoed through the underground passageways. A guy named Nick runs a YouTube channel called Beyond, where he
Always a
documents
Nick.
his explorations
Always
of
a
creepy
Nick.
abandoned locations. In
Always
one
a Nick.
episode, he sets out to explore a series of narrow caves. Two of his friends stay behind outside, waiting for him. The tunnel openings are so tight, that Nick has to take off his backpack just to squeeze through.
Dumb.
While he's removing his gear, his friends remain behind, and before long, he can no longer see or hear them.
Dumb.
He calls out, but there's no...
That's not someone throwing rocks.
Ребят,
Things only get worse when his flashlight starts to die, and he begins
'Cause
hearing
it's a
odd
phone.
noises echoing through the cave. One sound is so loud that he panics and runs blindly into the darkness, though he doesn't get far.
по моменту я хочу сказать, что здесь тупик, и мне надо возвращаться побыстрее назад.
Why does it sound like running? When could he start running?
Eventually, Nick gives up on looking for his friends and decides to head back the way he came.
No
But
shit.
when he reaches his backpack, he's met with another disturbing discovery. Someone has clearly been going through his belongings.
Well, yeah. Why did you leave your shit?
Ой, все. Да ну подождите, ребята. Что за бред?
Yeah, dude, the mole people. The mole people got your shit.
Что за
The hell's going on is the mole people wanted your shit.
У меня все вытащили из рюкзака. Вроде ничего не взяли.
It's the mole people.
Ребят, здесь кто-нибудь есть, ребят?
Dude. Rule
Nick
number
later claims that,
987.
although
Ignore
he
the
didn't
eyes
notice
in
it
the
at the time,
darkness.
his camera appears to have captured someone watching him from the darkness of the cave. So what do you think? Nick definitely caught some terrifying moments on camera, but was someone really following him? Or was it all just his imagination? On July 8th, 2013, a video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places
Mood.
that still raises questions to this day. The uploader is known for exploring abandoned locations, caves, and mines across the United States. This time, he set out to investigate the Horton Mine, located near the massive Victorine Mine in Nevada. From the very beginning, it's clear he's hesitant to
we've
go
seen this.
inside. The tunnel is partially flooded.
I don't care about this.
More than 3 to 4 hours underground, the explorer hadn't encountered anything truly unusual until a certain point.
Why'd you do that? Oh, it's the marking and stuff. Bye. This is sweet. No PPE, by the way. Just huffing chemicals and paint fumes. No PPE. What the fuck is that? It sounds like the hum of something electrical. Okay. Oh. Did someone add a chalk arrow? Or is that there? Yeah, sure, let's run through the mine. That's a good idea.
Roughly 9 miles into the journey, around the 15-kilometer mark, in complete silence, a disturbing howl, or possibly a high-pitched screech, can be heard coming from a distant branch of the tunnel. Deep underground, it's impossible to determine the source of the sound. It may have been water, distorted by echoing acoustics,
I don't care.
but it didn't sound natural. What encourage or promote this type of behavior? Do not attempt to recreate what you see. It is extremely dangerous and can result in serious injury or death.
I don't think I've never seen Chezoid do this type of shit. Chezoid, what are you about to show me? I've never seen Chezoid do a disclaimer like this. What the fuck are you about to show me? What the fuck are you about to show me? Do I need the click ahead launch ready to go? What is it?
Hurt. 3 young men decided to explore a railroad tunnel near Odell Lake in Oregon.
Right now.
Trains started coming, they were dumb as shit.
The YouTube channel Free For All released a series of videos documenting a team of explorers venturing into abandoned tunnels beneath Minneapolis. According to local rumors, these passageways eventually lead to a mysterious and terrifying place known as Satan's Cave, a location that supposedly no one has ever truly seen with their own eyes. With every step, the journey becomes more difficult. The team crawls through tight, filthy corridors, squeezing past collapsed sections and narrow choke points. Covered in dust, mud, and scratches, they keep pushing forward, driven by the urge to uncover the truth. After a while, the brick walls suddenly give way to smooth gray stone, and the tunnel begins to feel more like a natural cave. That's when they notice something disturbing. Highly detailed faces carved directly into the rock, eerie and almost lifelike, as if they're watching the explorers move past. It feels like confirmation that they're getting closer. Despite the unsettling discovery, the surrounding walls are still covered in graffiti, clear evidence that others have made it this far before. But then, everything changes. The team comes across a side passage not marked on any map and seemingly untouched. The space narrows so drastically that they're forced to crawl on their hands and knees. After a long and tense push forward, they finally reach what they believe to be the narrow entrance to Satan's Cave itself. Inside, the cave opens into a cramped chamber with 2 possible paths. One is a tight hole in the wall, far too small to squeeze through. The other is a deep black pit in the floor, dropping straight down into complete darkness. It's this opening that fills the group with a strong sense of danger. Their instincts tell them not to go any further. In the end, turning back seems like the smart decision, especially given the cave's ominous name. What lies at the bottom of that black void remains a mystery. But one thing is certain, this is not a place that forgives mistakes. A man named Frank from the YouTube channel Exploring Abandoned Mines set out to investigate the abandoned Walbeck gold mine in California, where he planned to test a flashlight while exploring. At first, everything seemed normal.
Oh yeah, we've seen this. We thought it was dumb.
Then, without warning, a strange sound echoed.
We thought it was dumb. He was doing like cave reviews.
They don't resemble birds, snakes, or any typical natural explanation.
I'm over it. Haunted paper mill.
2 friends are carefully exploring an abandoned paper mill. While the building itself is full of potential hazards, there's another reason they're on high alert. According to local rumors, the mill is haunted. The friends, Kenneth and Justin, came to investigate a place surrounded by strange, unexplained stories.
Okay, we may have seen this one. No, not internet issues again.
Yep, get the f out of there! Whoa! Yep, no more of that.
Did you hear that?
Oh yeah.
What was that?
I have no idea.
That's when they suddenly heard a voice coming from the shadows. A voice that didn't belong to either of them. Startled, the 2 bolted in fear, convinced that someone, or something, had answered back. The voice sounded like that of a child, but if it really was a child, the question remained, what would a kid be doing in the pitch-black basement of a long-abandoned factory? Nothing else out of the ordinary happened after that, but the tension stayed with them throughout the rest of the visit. They were clearly shaken. To this day, they still don't know who or what was down there, and they have no plans to ever return to find out.
It was the mole people!
A realtor is giving a tour of a recently renovated apartment that had stood abandoned for years.
Let me guess,
The building
someone
underwent major
still lives inside
restoration.
there.
New walls, flooring, plumbing, and a fresh interior design. What could possibly go wrong? During the showing, one of the prospective buyers, a woman, decides to take a closer look at
yeah,
the
it's
back
the
bedroom.
closet. It's the
She
closet.
steps in alone,
There's someone in the bathroom.
scans the room
I'll play
carefully,
this 'cause it pissed
and
me off.
opens the built-in closet to inspect it.
The closet.
Suddenly, her expression changes.
I know we saw this one too. We're watching it again.
Yeah. Is that closet?
Side note, if you're ever touring a home, apartment, or house or otherwise, unless that's your realtor that's showing it off, like you hired them and they're working for you, never say, I think this will do. Never talk like that. Never talk like that. If you have a question, ask it, but don't be like, this is perfect. Don't do that.
That's washer dryer hookups.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, sorry, I kicked you.
Oh God, I hate this.
Do you like? There's a person in there. There's a person in there. Hello.
Regardless of what your circumstances are, you never want to seem desperate. You never want to seem like this is the perfect place, because you can always negotiate on anything. You want to try and get them to take $300 off the rent. I don't know. This is a good spot because it's close to, but you know, we are pretty far from little Timmy's school. You know, but it does have enough bedrooms. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think we should do for making up for the gas? Guess we'll keep looking. You know, like don't seem too eager. I know it's like it can be exciting until the lease is signed. Just don't sound excited.
Inside the closet, a man is hiding, his face emotionless, just crouching in the shadows. Shocked,
Yeah, he looks like he was not supposed to be in there.
the woman jumps back and runs out of the room in panic, shouting for the others. The realtor is stunned. The house was supposed to be completely cleared and
not a house,
secured
it's an apartment.
after the renovation. No one could have imagined a stranger might still be inside.
It looks like it could be the owner of the building taking photos of damages. It could be the last tenant's parent taking photos that they're trying to sue for. You know, it could be 80 different things. It doesn't necessarily mean it was a squatter or someone doing anything nefarious. He clearly just has his phone. He probably works or lives in the area.
The showing is cut short. The potential buyers are shaken, and a troubling question remains. How did that man get in there? And how long had he been staying? Could he have been living in the building before the renovations? Somehow managing to stay hidden all this time? A group of urban explorers from the channel Dead Explorer set out to investigate an old, long-abandoned house that has been the subject of disturbing rumors for years. The video is titled, Paranormal Video, Real Ghost Caught on Thermal Camera.
When I moved in here, I got my first 2 months of my pet rent taken off. I got a little bonus on the rent because I had good credit at the time. And so it's one of those things. You might as well try it. You're not supposed to be able to, but someone can always do something.
Camera. According to locals who live nearby, strange things often happen there. Objects reportedly move on their own.
Oh yeah, there's totally an arm coming from the ceiling.
And at night, unsettling sounds, including screaming, have been heard coming from inside, despite the building being empty for years. The team began their inspection, carefully documenting everything along the way.
Yeah.
At one point, a woman named Rose, one of the group members, mentioned that she suddenly felt a sharp chill, especially in the hand she had extended forward.
Whoa, her hands are blue.
They're all blue.
Oh my god.
You see how red she is here?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're using a phone. You're using a phone. You're using a phone as a thermal camera, you absolute goblin. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, goober? It's a phone. That's an iPhone. Unless there's a camera attached to it.
It stopped.
In the freezer.
The K2 stopped.
It's right there, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, this is an EMF reader. This is an iPhone, which is why her cans are right there. This is the it's a fake. It's not actually It's that's the densest part of her body, because I'm not making fun of her weight or anything like that. I'm literally like physically that's the densest part of her body. So it's assuming that that's where the heat would be. Her hands are thinner, so they're assuming there's less heat there because it's less concentrated there. That's it.
Look at that.
Are you grabbing Rose? Here.
Supposed to be like that.
Yeah, she's cold.
Look at her pull her hands all
Yeah, her hands are
Is it grabbing her boobs too? Like, what are we talking about?
hands are blue, dude. Look at this. Hurry, bring it, hurry.
Wow.
Right?
And that thing's just going off.
Dang.
Dude, they're straight up. Look, they're dark. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, to get more more purple, more blue.
They're all blue. Oh my God.
That's close to me, I guess.
Things took an even stranger else entirely remains unclear. This is Lou Rock, who in August 2018
He does look like
uploaded a
someone named Lou
disturbing
Rock.
video to his channel. For 8 years, his channel has focused on exploring abandoned and allegedly anomalous places. He documents strange encounters, shares personal observations, and tells the stories tied to these locations. Once a skeptic, Lou has since come to believe that there may be more to life after death than most people assume.
Thank God.
In this particular episode,
I was
Lou
worried.
and his friend Noah
I
venture
wanna make
into
sure
an abandoned
we're,
house
exacting the
with a
means of
dark
production
and
as much as possible
unsettling
for my
past.
lifetime.
This wasn't just any abandoned property. According to unconfirmed reports, the building once served as a hidden hideout for members of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. It's believed that 3 members stayed there after being involved in serious criminal activity before eventually being apprehended. Since then, the house had been left to decay. When Lou and
is
Noah
this the one with
arrived,
the guy in
they
the
immediately
basement?
felt a strange energy
Yeah, it's this
surrounding the
guy.
place. Still, they continued filming.
They should have left and
Night
called the
alone
police. Is what
inside
they
a
should have done. Called
frozen,
an ambulance.
long-shuttered psychiatric facility takes things to another level. The subject of this story is the creator of the Uncharted Travel channel, known for his solo journeys into forgotten and often hazardous places. He's
Uncharted
explored
Travel.
everything from decaying industrial sites to abandoned homes, and this time, he set his sights on a deserted sanatorium deep in rural Canada. Originally built in 1896 as a tuberculosis hospital, the facility was later repurposed as a psychiatric institution. It's tucked away in a remote part of Ontario, accessible only by a snow-covered road.
Hell of a
The
pack.
explorer arrived in the late afternoon,
Let me just.
knowing he
the
had just a
biggest
couple of
tent I
hours to
have.
film before dark. He had also prepared a temporary shelter
Ultralight backpackers hate him.
as he planned to spend the night there, with temperatures expected to drop to around minus 20 degrees Celsius. As he approached the gates, he noticed that the internal roads had been freshly plowed, a clear sign that someone might still be maintaining the property. That realization made him proceed with extra caution. After finding a narrow window, he slipped inside. The interior was massive and crumbling. Ceilings had collapsed, the floors were coated in thick ice, and every step required focus and care. The building, scarred by decades of pain and isolation, radiated a heavy atmosphere. In the old patient rooms, the weight of the past was palpable. The deeper he went, the more oppressive the silence became. Every sound, the crunch of his boots, the wind outside, felt amplified.
This would have been like the buffet area where patients would grab their food.
Building my collapse. Let's camp out here. The smiley face.
At one point, he heard a sharp tapping noise from outside a
Have we
window.
seen this one?
He turned off his flashlight and peered into the darkness, but saw no one. He tried to dismiss it as ice falling or the building settling, but the sound had been too precise. Still, he pressed on.
Sounded like it was coming from this direction, but like at the base of the building. I doubt they'd come in here, but just trying to be safe. Oh. That's weird.
That looks like a place someone's living to monitor the
After
situation,
searching the upper
my
levels,
guy.
he found a small utility room on the roof to set up camp for the night.
That's
it offered
silly.
3 walls of protection, but no door, making it far from ideal in sub-zero weather. Despite the harsh conditions, he decided to
Silly
keep
and
with a
dumb.
tradition on his channel, a nighttime investigation of the building's most unsettling area, one he hadn't reached during the day, the cafeteria. To get there, he had to descend into the basement and navigate through a series of tunnels. His flashlight was running low, but he chose to go anyway.
I swear I did not plan this. My flashlight is legitimately dead, as you can see.
As he made his way through the dim, partially flooded corridors, a growing sense of unease settled in. Then, he heard something.
Hit a dead end here. Time to head back the way we came.
Yeah, it's called old building, my guy.
Hello?
Sorry, I got scared. That's old building.
I swear to God, I just heard someone.
That's the ice on the floor, my guy.
I swear I just heard someone over here.
Maybe you did.
Or something, maybe an animal, I don't know.
A distinct sound echoed ahead. Not wind, not water, something else.
Something
It could have been a
else.
person, or maybe an
Something
animal.
else.
He called out, but there was no reply. At that exact moment, his flashlight died,
guess.
plunging him into total darkness.
Okay, well, that's
With
stupid.
only the faint glow from his head-mounted camera, he turned back, carefully retracing his steps through the icy tunnels. By morning, he had made it through the night. But the sound he heard in the basement remained a mystery. Was it another explorer, a security guard, or something else entirely? This urban explorer from the LMLM channel, along with his father,
LMLM.
decided to visit an abandoned railway workshop that was soon to be demolished.
You've heard of
The
large
building was
language
filled
model.
with
How about
remnants of the
large
past,
model,
making it a
large
perfect spot
model?
for capturing some atmospheric photos. As they reached the first floor, the age of the structure quickly became apparent. Water was dripping from the ceiling, forming puddles around the main electrical panel.
Don't touch that.
They stopped to ensure that the power was off. Potential electrical hazards demanded extreme caution. Curiosity drove them further, and as they climbed the stairs, they began to hear strange noises coming from the second floor. The sound led them to what used to be the workers' locker rooms, once used for changing and showering. Upon inspection, they found that a faucet had been ripped out of the wall, and water was gushing out. It appeared the leak had been going for at least 24 hours, flooding the entire second floor. Water had already begun to seep through the ceiling to the floor below, turning the space into a kind of indoor lake. Luckily, the father managed to find the main valve and shut off the water supply, preventing further damage. But even though the immediate danger had been handled, the sense of unease lingered.
Haunted plumbing.
Once full of life and purpose, the
Is
building
there
now
empathy
stood
for
as a
these
grim...
I just think, Benny, my whole thing is like, if you play stupid games, then win stupid prizes. I do dumb shit all the time, but I do calculated dumb shit, you know? And even then, sometimes it's still dumb, you know? If you're gonna do dumb shit, I think you should do dumb shit safely and smart, okay? These guys often don't, to have no backup flashlight, and a headlamp, batteries, a portable charger for your flashlight, I don't know, something is dumb. I'm in sub-zero temperatures. Okay, you knew that. You chose to stay. Like, you should have seen me a few days ago if you were here when those guys checked the weather after they'd already set up their camps. They had not checked the weather before hiking out there. Stupid. And then they set up camp, and then they checked the weather, and a storm was rolling in, and they stayed. And then there was a tornado warning, there was lightning and thunder and hail, and they then abandoned their stuff, hiked all the way back to their car, and then realized they left their car keys in the tent. So they then ran back shirtless in the rain at the night while there's tornadoes and lightning and hail, big ass pieces of hail hitting them. That's dumb. I get to call that dumb because that was dumb. Don't be stupid. You put it all on the internet also.
Reminder of what had been lost. As they explored deeper, it became clear that physical decay was only part of the story. Some places, perhaps, are better left alone.
Decay.
What started as a routine exploration turned into something far more unsettling for the creator and his father.
What?
Even after leaving the building, the strange atmosphere stayed with them, as if the past wasn't quite ready to be forgotten.
Okay, hang on. We're looking at other options now because I'm getting agitated. Drones. All right, here's security cameras. We got a peeping Tom, chat.
In 2015, a couple in San Jose, California were the victims of a home invasion. The intruders were never identified. The police recommended the two invest in some home security cameras to protect against future break-ins. And so the couple did. They set up a total of 6 different cameras around their house.
Yeah.
Then, on May...
Have you guys seen the video? I don't remember these guys' names. I feel like one of them is famous now, okay? I come from an era of YouTube where a bunch of people were trying to be the next Jackass. And they were doing dumb shit unsafely for the sake of doing dumb shit unsafely, okay? And a lot of them were teenagers. There were these dudes, they got a microwave, okay? An empty microwave, okay? They put a breathing tube in their friend's mouth, okay? He shoved his head into the microwave, and then they poured cement around his head. So guess who had to call the fire department? Because these dumb chuckle fucks didn't realize that when cement hardens, it expands. And it started crushing his head. They had to come chisel him out of the fucking thing. He lived, which I almost, thank God, but also, fuck, you guys are gonna do something dumb again too. Jesus fuck. There was one video, I'm not showing this, one of these guys is a grown fucking adult, which I do think I think he got charged with manslaughter on this one. He was a dog trainer, but also did weapons testing or some shit. And he shot a gun at a dummy, and not 5 feet away from it was a teenager that was working with him for a YouTube video. They were filming a YouTube video, and he got shot in the fucking head and died. No proper gun safety whatsoever. God, there was this other fucking video. I just saw this one. And it was tactical training or some shit. And these two chuckle fucks, and yes, I'm going to continue to use the word chuckle fucks because that's the most apt description of these idiots. We're doing a clean sweep together, but they clearly were not from law enforcement. Dude, they're going around barrels. I mean, shit you not. Hold on. They're doing this shit around barrels. They're doing the around barrels together. And there are multiple times where one or the other dude is in front of the other dude's gun, and then he pulls it away so quickly. They posted that shit. God, Gun Twitter was losing their shit on that one. I don't even follow Gun Twitter. Just showed up on my Twitter. These people are stupid. These people are stupid. And if you're going to play stupid games, you're already doing something dangerous when you go into one of these buildings. Do it smart. The fact that Zach Baggins, okay, Zach Bagel Bites, okay, Ghost Adventures, he has permanent lung damage from going into haunted locations because of asbestos and shit, okay? permanent lung damage. So now if he goes on site, which he rarely does, he is wearing a full respirator. And the fact that no one looks at that and is like, wow, I should be smart about breathing in chemicals, about breathing in asbestos, about breathing in fiberglass and whatever the fuck else mildew stuff can do. I mean, like, no one does it, and it drives me insane. Like, if you're going to be dumb, be smart. If you're going to be dumb, be smart about it. Okay, that's my 2 cents. And that show 911 made a set of recurring dumb characters based on those guys. Dumb. No, there's kid stuff. I hate this. Hate this. Hate this. That's a baby gate. I hate this. If you manage to survive getting into my home, which you won't, but if you do, and then you do this shit, I don't care that you have a knife. I don't care if I die. I'm killing you. This is on recording. I'll kill you. I don't care if it's my baby in the room or not. I'm killing you. How fucking play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Oh, sorry. I just realized. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've just realized I'm like locked in. Sorry, chat. I didn't realize. Hold on, I'll back up a little bit just so you can see them coming up.
Room was a family friend named Rosie and the two homeowners' child. Rosie was babysitting for them when the intruders entered the home. Hearing the crying, the man alerted his partner that people were inside. Instead of getting spooked and leaving, the men go up to the door and aggressively start kicking it. They hit it with such force that they managed to kick a hole in it. They then thrust knives through the hole. Rosie took the couple's child and retreated to the bathroom, locking that door as well. She screamed out that she called the police. This would work.
Yeah.
The men finally started running away before they could fully...
Can you see Dumb and Dumber? So he's dumb because he's doing this shit, but he's trying to conceal his identity and he's wearing gloves. Other idiots in a t-shirt and jeans and thinks that this is a good idea. No gloves, no masks, no nothing.
Break into the bedroom. Police reviewed all of the footage, but were never able to identify the men. Their true motives remain unknown.
You two were lucky fucking idiots, I'll tell you that.
It's hard to believe they were only trying to rob the place, seeing that they disconnected the phones and felt the need to arm themselves with kitchen knives. They also didn't immediately leave upon finding people inside. Instead,
I do think if they managed to do something, if she hadn't said I called the cops, if she had been sitting on that bed holding the baby, I think they would have killed them. I do believe that. They don't seem to realize there's cameras at all.
they tried breaking down a door to get to them. This is the footage from a home security camera in Vacaville, California. It was April when this footage was taken, and during that time of year, it's common to see a lot of activity in the form of kids walking home from school each afternoon. On this day, at some point, a girl with a backpack on is shown walking into frame. She was walking home from school like everyone else. However, she had been being followed for several blocks by a man in a dark-colored Pontiac.
I hate this.
She noticed this, and so she used a large truck parked on the side of the road to hide.
Smart girl. I hate that she had to know that. God, because I've done that. I think every woman has done that, where you're like, am I overreacting? And so you're walking and you're like, okay, there's no way they're following me, right? There's no way. Let me just duck behind this car for a second, you know? And they'll pass by me and I'll laugh and it'll be like, oh, I was just overreacting. And then there's times when they don't just drive past. I hate this. Yeah, fuck off. Go away. Get away from her.
She abruptly stops walking while she's out of view of the Pontiac. The driver stops, expecting her to come back into view. When she doesn't, he stalls there for a while before slowly driving off.
Hate it. Smart
The
girl.
girl is left
Hate
standing
this.
there,
Hate him.
unsure of what to do next. Eventually, she sees the car coming back and decides to stay put behind the truck.
Oh my God. I hate this. Oh no, God, I hate this. I'm gonna kill you with a hammer, dude. Oh my God.
The Pontiac drives by and then reverses to try and talk to the girl.
No,
But
fuck
she
off.
continually
Leave her
repositions
alone.
herself out of view. Finally, he drives off again and the girl makes a run for it.
Yeah. Get
After
home,
receiving multiple tips about the driver and his car, the police started an investigation. A 24-year-old man was identified as the driver. He was interviewed, but not arrested. He technically hadn't committed any crime,
it's
and therefore police couldn't really do anything.
Could argue intimidation, but
Whether or not the man was actually planning something that day is
I
unknown.
hate it. I 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 hate it. That poor girl.
Ali Porath is a mother of 2 daughters, one 13 years old and one 3 years old.
Hate it.
On the night of February
Sorry. No, I
20th,
don't hate that, but you
2022, the 3 of them went shopping
I hate
together.
where this is going.
Their home security camera would show them returning home. They're seen walking inside and closing the door behind them. Shortly after, a man walks into frame from around their parked truck. The very first thing he does is try to open the door.
Who are you talking to? Why?
He's too close. I don't like that.
Why?
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Fuck you! No, why would you take some? Every day. God, I also hate that that's a cool tattoo. Every day my rage grows. Every day my rage grows. Because how fucking dare you? I hate that. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. No, he has a phone in his hand. It's a phone. No, fuck off.
After knocking a few times, the man walks away. However, they later found out through a neighbor's camera that for the next 5 minutes he walks around the house on his phone. Ali further reviewed the videos and found that it appears the man had been following them in his car all the way from the store. A few seconds after they park in the driveway, his car drives a bit further and parks a few houses down.
I hate it.
After a few more seconds, he gets out and starts walking towards them. Thankfully, they were able to get everything inside and the door locked before he got there.
I hate it.
Ali ended by writing, "I don't know what this man's intentions were, but I don't think it was to rob us. I do believe that this was random and that we are not specifically targeted, but that he saw an opportunity when he saw a woman and 2 girls go into a house alone." Police were alerted, and they did search the area, but the man in the video was never found.
Did he follow you from the grocery store? Did you contact the store you were at to check those cameras? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the nonchalance of checking the phone while sitting there. I hate it.
In October of 2016, a family in Florida noticed multiple things missing from inside their home.
Oh God, who's
The
inside?
night before, everything was there, but when they woke up,
No.
stuff was missing.
No, I hate these. I hate when people
To
break
figure
in
out
and
where
you
it
can't
went, they
tell.
reviewed
I
their
hate
home
these.
security cameras.
I hate these.
At 1:30 in the morning, this is what the cameras captured.
This is someone sleeping here, I think. Oh, that's right. We've seen this, I think. Do we see this? I hate this. That's someone sleeping right here, I think. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a bug or something? I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh, that's right. This is someone sleeping too. Their faces are blurred out. That's why. I hate this. Oh God, that's plastic or something. I don't know. I hate this. I hate this. See, that's the good news. Hermes would wake me the fuck up. Hermes would be trying to escape. Hermes would be clawing at the walls of the enclosure.
A
trying to
man
get
walks
out.
around the house while
Hate
3
this.
children are sleeping on couches only feet away from him. He walks around them looking for valuables and hands what he finds to another man standing just outside, this one armed. The family immediately called the police upon seeing the footage. Police opened an investigation, but never found the 2 men in the video.
I hate it.
Police believe that had anyone in the house woken up during the break-in, they likely would have been shot.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
A woman in Hudson, Wisconsin opened her blinds one
he's a
morning
dog.
and
He's
noticed
a mini
something in the
schnauzer who
snow
barks
outside
like a
her
fire
window.
alarm.
She went outside,
He goes for the throat
realized
and
she was looking
ankles.
at footprints. The prints walked right up to her bedroom
I hate
window
this.
and then back the way they came.
This is one of the reasons I don't want to live in the snow. Among the fact that I am a California princess. If I see snow prints that I can't explain, I will become a problem.
Worried someone deliberately looked inside her window, the woman set up a security camera outside pointed towards her window.
Yeah, I guess this is the
A few
no one
nights
gets
later,
a case video,
the camera
isn't
recorded the man who made the footprints coming back.
It's one of the reasons he doesn't have doggy friends. He'll go for the throat on other dogs that come near me. If you crouch down and he doesn't like you, he will lunge for your throat. Which is why he's always leashed. Dude, I hate this. I hate this so much.
The man is shown clearly peering in the window. Police were alerted and shown the video. After doing some digging, they were able to trace the vehicle leaving the scene to a man named Robert Cessna, a highly reputable
Not his
executive for the
LinkedIn.
company 3M.
What?
According to his LinkedIn profile, Robert Cessna is a global key account vice president at 3M, and he shows similarities to the man in the video. Robert was contacted by police, but denied it was him. Police then interviewed several neighborhood witnesses, and along with other evidence were able to confirm that he was lying. He was the man in the video. Robert Cessna was ultimately charged with felony stalking
We
and
got a
later fired
case!
from his executive position.
We got one case. Jesus. Play stupid games with stupid
Margaret
prizes. Fuck
Woodward
off.
was a 68-year-old living in Long Eaton, a town in England. Throughout the year 2013, her home had been the target of multiple break-ins.
No!
A total of 5 had occurred, and so she finally took the advice of
Don't take
police
her
and
s-
installed
don't
home security
take her
cameras.
her cart.
Caught on the cameras, a 6th break-in occurs around 1 in the morning. A man is seen silently walking around
She's
while Margaret
asleep?
is sleeping in her living room.
Oh, honey. Oh, it's loud as fuck, too.
I think he was trying to protect you.
I hate this. Leave her alone. Not her purse. You're a fucking shithead.
Okay.
Guys, yeah, I'll administer the Narcan now. Your father will wake up right away if you want to see him.
Your choice.
Don't. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. You're an asshole.
I'll make the request. I just need you to get him on the phone. He'll take your call. You guys have been friends since law school.
Okay, honey, we're changing the locks. We're changing the locks. We're adding a padlock.
I'm not suggesting you stay in prison. The governor pardons Mullen on condition that he pleads guilty to the prison murder and gets sentenced to time served.
So the upstate DA and the warden get what they want?
The man is able to take multiple belongings, all while Margaret has no idea. She doesn't wake up until he sets off an alarm. She then gets out of her chair and chases him with a cane. Using the footage, police were finally able to identify the man. He was 51-year-old Patrick Reed and was responsible for all 6 break-ins.
So you're a mega loser because you're 51 years old robbing an old lady. I don't like it when teenagers and 20-somethings do it, okay? But they're doing it because they're scared shitless and they feel desperate for whatever reason typically, okay? And they feel they can pick on an old lady. You're a piece of shit. They're also pieces of shit because still, leave the old lady alone. But I'm serious. You're a 51-year-old man and you're doing this shit? What is wrong with you? I thought he probably could be in his late 20s.
He stole a total of around $1,000 from Margaret. Patrick Reed was sentenced to 4 years and
That's like, that's so much. So if she's on Social Security, that's so much Social Security chat.
8 months in prison.
Asshole. All right, let's see. More doorbell camera footage. Chilling scares. 4 years ago. That's a... Is that a hammer? And a wooden sword? What the fuck was that? Don't buffer on me. Don't buffer on me.
This first doorbell.
Hold on, let it buffer. Scam a big business. Get into a rug pull. Yeah, go try and scam Pokemon cards or something. I don't know. But an old lady? Jesus. Rob a bank like a fucking adult. Exactly. He did all 6. Yeah, because he got comfortable. 100%.
Camera footage was taken in broad daylight.
Oh, I hate
A
when
man
it's in broad
in
daylight.
at least his 20s is seen selling candy door to door. The homeowner with the camera would open the door for the man. She would then proceed to make a purchase, with the actual transaction itself being shown. But shortly after, 3 more men revealed themselves. They were armed and took advantage of the open door by robbing the woman in her own home.
And you love with the candy? Asshole. Don't buy candy from people at your door. Don't buy candy from people at your door. And I was a Girl Scout. I did door-to-door sales. I understand. Don't do it. I'm sorry. People are getting too desperate, unfortunately, as well. I hate this.
With the man selling the candy being in on it. From the start, the intention was to gain the homeowner's trust to get her to open her front door so that they could rob her at gunpoint. The men swiped some of her belongings and later rushed off. A few minutes before this footage was taken, a nearby house's doorbell camera would capture the same man, again seemingly attempting to sell candy. Although, being suspicious, this homeowner wouldn't open the door. Directly after this encounter, the man is shown going up to the house across the street to make another attempt. But this homeowner would also not open the door. The men involved were never caught by police.
Of course not. Because why would the police do something useful? You know what pissed me off the other day? Yesterday, okay? Went to the bug fair. Hi, let me get on my ACAB soapbox for a second, okay? Tell me why, at a very tame train station, okay? Open air, honor system, okay? You gotta swipe your thing to get off, to get on the train, okay? You gotta tap your little card, okay? We're on a college campus. It's a Expo Park, USC, okay? It's the one closest to the Natural History Museum, which is why I was there. When I was leaving, tell me why, when there's no issues, and to my knowledge, nothing serious, okay? And even like a stabbing or something, okay? Nothing like that. Tell me why my LA taxpayer dollars are going to funding not 1, not 2, but 9 9 fucking officers lollygagging on the fucking platform doing fuck all but talking shit with each other. Tell me why. Where you couldn't do fucking anything else. Go find a missing kid. Go do literally 9 of you? 9. And yes, I fucking counted. I have a photo, okay? Fuck off. 9? God forbid you find someone who robbed a home with fear and intimidation. God forbid you find a missing child. God forbid you do public service. No, let's go intimidate potential fare evaders. Go fuck yourself.
This footage was captured on the night of March 7th, 2019.
Oh, I've seen this. I hate this.
Shown is a man stepping on a house's front porch and emptying an entire yellow fuel container just in front of the door. The man then attempts to light the fuel using a small lighter.
I hate this. What's crazy too about this one, this is a security door. So this is metal. You're an idiot. You're an idiot and a loser.
After failing to catch the fuel on fire, the man gives up and just walks away. As it turns out, he had mistakenly used diesel fuel rather than regular gasoline. And while gasoline is extremely flammable, diesel fuel is much less so. Had the man used gasoline, and he would have no doubt started the house, along with himself, on fire. In the house at the time was a mother and her 2 children. When the mother saw the footage, she would call the police, who would later identify and arrest the man in his house just across the street.
Thank God.
The woman claimed she didn't know the man, and had no idea why he would want to harm her and her family.
People fucking
When
suck.
questioned why he did it, the man claimed he had seen a ghost and was trying to get rid of it, suggesting he was most likely under the influence of something. He was later charged with attempted homicide and arson.
He was trying to sound crazy.
On February 2, 2022, a contractor in Houston was working at a townhome. At around 6 p.m., the contractor claimed an unknown man that was armed and wearing a mask suddenly appeared inside the townhome with him. The unknown man proceeded to force the contractor into a bathroom, where he then tied him up by bounding his feet and hands. Afterwards, he rummaged through the townhome for over an hour, all the while listening to a police scanner to verify the police weren't on their way. And this footage captured exactly that.
Holy shit, he actually has a police scanner.
After taking multiple items belonging to the homeowners, who were out of town at the time, the man found the contractor's keys and drove off with his truck that now contained everything that he had stolen.
My ass, yeah.
The man was never found by police. However, the stolen truck was. It was found 2 days later, unoccupied in a nearby restaurant parking lot. But ever since, nothing else has been found. This doorbell footage was recorded in the early morning hours of July 26, 2019. While it's not visible in the footage itself, the house just next to the one with the camera had been completely set on fire.
Oh no, I can see it.
Because of how close the
trees.
houses were, this made the house with the camera at risk of also being set on fire. Shown in the video are some of the other neighbors desperately trying to warn the homeowners of the threat.
Hey guys, yeah. If their house is on fire.
I know, I'm knocking on the door. There's nobody answering.
That's good. That's multiple neighbors coming to check.
Can I help you?
The house next door to you is on fire. Your house is almost on fire.
Okay, thank you.
Fortunately, the loud banging was enough to alert the homeowners to the situation. From there, they would get all the children out of the house as quick as possible. They were then brought to one of the neighbors' houses across the street, far enough away from the fire. But other than some damage to the trees and part of the garage, the house with the doorbell camera was ultimately left untouched.
Okay, good. Still, you'd rather not take the
This
chance.
footage captured an unknown man walking up to the front door of this house. Right away, he leans against the door and tries to open it. He doesn't even knock, but the doorbell camera alerts the homeowner of motion being detected, so the homeowner still gets up to see who it is. Before asking any questions, the homeowner opens the door to see what the man wants.
Why would you do that? Why would you?
Then,
No,
without
no,
any
no,
hesitation,
no.
the man steps inside the house. Naturally, the homeowner saw this as a red flag, and
No.
shortly after...
I can't. I can't. Naturally, the homeowner saw this as a red flag. You don't fucking say, get the fuck out of my house. Out now. I have a gun. I'm gonna use it. I don't care if you don't have a gun. Get the fuck out of my house. Oh God, Oh God, I'm so sorry. The lack of survival. To just open the door. Oh God. For the love of God. Okay.
tells the man he needs to leave. But he didn't listen, forcing the homeowner to have to physically push him out of the house.
Why are you that close to my door, bro? Back up.
Hello. Hi. How far are you, sir? Who are you? Aaron right now.
It is a man.
Good. You need to leave. How far? Out there. What's the reason stairs? What? What's the stairs area? Come on, where are you going? What's the stairs?
Kick him in the dick. God.
Goodbye, you.
Idiot.
As the door is being closed on him, the man forcefully punches the glass on the door. But fortunately, the homeowner was still able to close and lock it. The man then continues to stand at the door, trying the door handle, before the video ends.
Did you hear
What
ahead
this
as a
man
kid?
had actually planned is unknown.
I don't think anything good.
This video was taken on the night of August 10th, 2021.
Oh, we got a woman.
A woman is seen returning home from work. She unlocks her door and
Oh God, I hate it. I hate it. Can I be honest with y'all? Last night, I walked Hermes, okay, because I got back from my friend's place and I got back like around 11, okay? But I still took Hermes on like a short little walk, which I don't mind walking in this area, but like you never know, okay? We also have quite a bit of security at this building, like security measures. We don't have like a night guard or anything, but we have like quite a bit of security measures in place, okay? But when I got to my door and I closed it and Hermes and I were inside, I shit you not, I saw like a black shadow in the hallway. And I was like, oh, and you know when you feel your heart drop because you're like, shit. And so I slammed the door shut and I locked it. And I was like, paused. And I like looked out the people and I looked back and Hermes is looking at me like, Mom, take my harness off. What the fuck? And if he's not reacting, then I know there's no one out there. But that did scare the fuck out of me. Okay, so this is really activating my fight or flight.
walks in.
Oh, I
But
pulled
before
out
she can
my-
close it again,
I pulled it out. Hold on.
and a man that was armed enters her home just behind her. Shortly after, another man can be seen.
No.
The two would demand the keys to the woman's car, and after she gave it to them,
How
they would
about
run back
die?
outside to where her car was parked, where they would then drive off with it.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Como pra fora. Don't move. Don't stay. Don't.
Full face out, no mask.
Police were immediately called, and only a couple hours later, they would find the stolen vehicle at a stoplight. They attempted a traffic stop, but the vehicle fled. The high rate of speed and rainy conditions that night made following it almost impossible, so police had to give up. The vehicle is yet to be found, but the two involved in the theft would be found only 2 days later, The one that confronted the woman was charged with home invasion, armed robbery, and motor vehicle theft.
Oh, the other one got what? Nothing?
This happened in Phoenix, Arizona. It's the middle of the night, and this was captured on one homeowner's doorbell camera.
I hate this.
A man armed with an actual sword, a hammer, and an axe walks up to the front porch.
Why
he
do
then
you have
proceeds
that?
to steal multiple items outside of the house.
Okay. What's your fucking problem, bro? Why do you have a sword?
At one point, a car drives by,
Sorry,
but the man complains.
My dad's calling, 1 second. My dad has the memory capacity of an avocado, I swear to God.
Completely ignores it.
Bro.
After a while, he walks off with his bag filled with stolen items, the sword still being held under his arm.
What?
While at work, a man in Florida would receive a message on his phone saying someone rang his doorbell.
Nah.
When he checked the live feed, this is what he saw.
Is that a gun? That's a gun.
A man wearing a hat, sunglasses, and bandana is standing at the front door. And disturbingly, he's holding a handgun in clear view of the camera. The doorbell's audio system would ask the man to leave a message for the homeowner, and he does. He claims he lost his dog and wants to look in the homeowner's backyard for it.
Hi, sir. I can see you. You're a fucking idiot. The cop should be pulling up in about 30 seconds. Have fun running. No, you're not gonna go check my fucking backyard for a dog with your gun? Oh, okay. Is that a note? Did he write down what he was gonna say?
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Hey, just wondered if you guys saw Lost Puppy.
I hate this. Does he not know how cameras work? Does he not realize there's a camera?
He's a pit bull, blue nose. I believe he came in your yard, but I don't want to look without your permission.
Why do you have a note?
Hey, you at the wrong house, dog.
Alright.
After the homeowner came on the speaker and confronted the man, he quickly left with no questions asked. As it turns out, this wasn't the only house he did this to. Police would state that they had gotten multiple calls with the same description of the man and the exact same story. The man was most likely trying to get homeowners to open their door, where he could then threaten them with his gun, and from there do...
Okay, fine. Alternative option. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just in the bathroom. I'll be right down. Hi, 911. There's a man with a gun outside of my home trying to lie about having a dog in my backyard. I don't know what's going on, but I figured I would report it. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you'll send someone over? Cool. How long? Because I'm worried about him leaving and getting other people. Okay, cool. Like, what are we doing?
Who knows what. In this specific case, he most likely didn't realize the doorbell camera could see his firearm from where he was standing, which explains why he would be holding it out in the open by his side. Police weren't able to identify the man because of everything he had covering his face. Therefore, he has yet to be caught.
Yeah, my alternative idea is the way to go, I think. Okay, there's more. Not the clown! Not the clown! What?
This first video was captured in the middle of the night in an apartment complex located in Toledo, Ohio. The doorbell footage shows a man knocking on the front door with what looks like a firearm in his waistband. Now, the owner of the apartment didn't recognize the man, so she would question who it was. The unknown man would simply respond with, "It's me."
Nah.
The homeowner would then further question his
No.
response, but rather than clarifying, he would simply give a wave through the front door.
Me.
Nah.
This, however, would not be enough to get the homeowner to open it,
Good,
so
they're
he would
smart.
ultimately walk off. Disturbingly, as he does so, a second man pops up from a nearby dumpster and also walks off.
I hate this.
But this wouldn't be the end of it. The two would then walk around to the back door where they would attempt to pick its lock. The police were called, and when they arrived, the two were gone. Fortunately, unsuccessful in getting the door open. It's not 100% clear what the two men had planned. The almost empty-looking
Nothing
backpack
good.
of the first guy suggests they had planned to rob the place, but it's also possible they had much worse intentions.
I hate
The
this.
two of them have yet to be identified by police.
I hate this.
In May of 2018, a woman would leave her parked car that was just outside her house unlocked overnight. Not surprisingly, someone would find the unlocked car and proceed to steal multiple items that were owned by the woman. A few hours later, the man responsible for the theft would be caught on the woman's doorbell camera attempting to use her set of keys that he had just stolen to unlock her house's front door. This all took place while the house owner was home and sleeping.
To fight the
But
horse.
luckily
God,
the set of
good
keys he had stolen didn't have a house key on it, so the guy just ended up walking off. Had the set of keys contained a house key, things most likely would have ended much differently.
Hate this.
This doorbell camera footage was captured in Overland Park, Kansas in March of 2017.
Oh my god.
Shown in the video is a nearby active house fire. The home of the neighbor just across the street has been completely engulfed in flames. As the fire department arrives, neighbors can be seen desperately moving their parked cars away from the house.
Oh my god. Is that this house or is that a house back here? I don't think it's this house. I think it's a different house.
Eventually, a flaming piece of debris can be seen falling and landing on a set of bushes just in front of the camera.
Yeah. I think it's moving this way, but I don't think it's one of these houses. I think it's behind this row of houses. Oh, shit. Yep. That's how they get you. Yep. This is all debris here. God, that's how it gets
The
you.
bushes quickly burst into flames. The fire starts spreading quickly, but before it's able to get out of hand, a neighbor notices it and attempts to put it out. He grabs a garden hose and sprays the fire while pressing the house's doorbell. However, the owner of the house isn't home and frantically tries to communicate this through the doorbell speaker.
Oh my god.
Hello, yes, I'm not there. Please put that out for me, please. I'm on my way home.
Your house on fire.
Yeah, I know, I'm on my way.
Hard on the door. But that's somebody talking.
Nobody's in the house right now. Nobody's in the house right now.
Jesus.
In the end, the fire department would be able to put out the house fire, and with the help from the neighbors, prevent it from spreading to nearby houses.
So, okay, I think it was the house or like the grass back here, and then this house got caught on fire because they were like, the house is totally engulfed. This house was fine. So I think there was something else behind this house that caught fire first, and then this house caught fire. But this smoke, there's no other clouds. These things can travel so far. God, that's awful.
On a night in September of 2021, a homeowner would get a suspicious knock on his door at about 3 in the morning.
Nah.
Upon opening his phone and looking at his doorbell camera, he would see two what looked like teenagers identifying themselves as CPD, or Columbus Police Department.
CPD, open up. We need to ask you a couple questions.
No, you don't. Fuck off.
The video shows the man in the front clearly holding a firearm, and the house owner would eventually access the doorbell camera's speaker to further question him.
Can I help you?
CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions.
I'm sorry?
CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions. May you please step to the front door, please?
CPD.
Yes, this is CPD. We would like you to step to the door, please.
Can I see a badge?
We would like you to step to the door, please,
Nah,
sir. I
show
don't
me your
have to show
badge.
you my badge, sir.
Hold your badge to
The man
the
refuses to show a
camera,
badge
baby.
because, well, obviously he doesn't have one. The homeowner knew what was going on, so rather than stepping to the door, he would call the real police department and report 2 armed men at his front door. After a couple of minutes, the two would once again attempt to get the homeowner to open the door. But after that failed, they would run off before the real police could show up.
Of course. Because why would the police be timely?
CPD, open the door.
The two were most likely just looking to rob the man when he opened the door. But, I mean, it's possible they had worse intentions in mind. There's just no way of knowing for sure.
Yeah.
Both of them were never identified by police. This footage was captured in Colorado in the middle of the night. The video shows 3 mountain lions appearing from the darkness and starting to walk around a set of houses. They were captured, even going as far as to walk up onto the porch of one of the houses.
No, not the big kitties. They'll maul your shit.
Mountain lion sightings are known to be exceptionally rare in this specific area. Typically, they'll stay a lot further in the mountains where they have easier access to the deer that they prey on. To see them in an area with a lot of people, especially a neighborhood, is not at all common, at least in this area. The 3 cats would eventually walk off, but there's almost no doubt things would have gone differently had one of these homeowners left their pets outside for the night, or possibly were even outside themselves.
They're robbing this joint, you're so right.
Shown in this doorbell camera footage is an unknown man wearing an oddly disturbing mask. As he walks up to the door, his motion alerts the camera to start recording, and that's when you can see him grab the door handle, realize it's locked, and hesitantly knock on the door.
Is there a smile on it?
The man would wait for only a few seconds before he would pull his sleeve over his hand and wipe off his fingerprints from the door handle before walking off. Around a minute later, the homeowner would come to the door and now see the man across the street sitting in a car. When she yelled out to him to see what he wanted, he would quickly speed off. The homeowner would later state that she had no idea who this man could have been or what he was doing there. But the fact that he removed his own fingerprints from the door handle suggests that he had most likely given them to the police at some point. It's not completely unreasonable to conclude that this man had some sort of criminal record. Something else of note is the somewhat heavy object that can be seen weighing down his front pocket. It's not clear what this is, and more importantly, it's not clear who this man is. The mask would ultimately make it impossible for police to identify both the man's identity and his intentions. This doorbell footage was recorded just before 4 a.m. on a night in August 2020. The video captures an unidentified man walking in front of a house and emptying.
Side note, I want to make it abundantly clear. I'm team cops are lazy as shit. Because if they wanted to find out who that was, they could. Because you know what they can do? Find protesters from a protest after the fact based off video. Even if that person is completely covered, if they're wearing a hat, goggles, and a mask, they will find them. So if they wanted to find these people, they totally could. So, that's my opinion.
A gas container over the yard and front porch. Shortly after he disappears off screen, a large fire erupts just in front of the
Opens
camera.
up right next to them. Holy shit. Why are we trying to set
The
people
owner
on
would be injured during the
fire?
incident. However, unfortunately, 2 houses and a vehicle would be damaged. The homeowner would claim to have no idea who could be responsible, or who would even consider doing this to them. At least from an outside perspective, the act looks completely random, with seemingly no reason behind it, making the clip all the more unsettling. A homeowner in Texas would wake up one morning to find the gate into his backyard wide open.
Hate that.
Curious, the man would review the cameras he had around his house.
Hate it.
And this is the sight he was met with.
Hate this. Hate this. For the record, again, if you show up as a clown, if I didn't hire a clown, I'm going to use all of my women's rage, and I'm going to conjure a gun from thin air, and I'm shooting you. Okay? I don't own a gun. One will materialize, okay, to deal with this problem. This is supernatural, bitch. I was raised by Sam and Dean. I'm shooting the fucking clown. Don't come to my door with a knife, okay? No.
A man holding a knife and in a clown costume, complete with a suit and mask, casually walks around the property, looking inside the house and testing all the doors.
Lock every door in your home. I hate this. We can totally materialize guns. We just need enough rage. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much.
This would all, of course, take place in 2016, during that sort of killer clown craze that went on for a few months.
Of course it did.
Looking back, most people that participated in that were most likely just having fun trying to scare people.
A knife.
But there's no denying that others took advantage of the situation, genuinely attempting some pretty horrible crimes hidden under a clown mask, with this likely being one of those cases. It's clear the person in the costume is actually trying to break into the house with a knife. Though, after being unsuccessful, the clown would eventually walk off, and despite a police report, that would be the end of it. Ultimately, the homeowner would be left with nothing but this disturbing footage.
Alright, I think we're calling it, chat. It's been 3 hours. Sorry, you just followed Bat, but welcome in. Hi. I've been talking. I filmed 2 videos today, so I'm a little yapped out. And I kind of want to go rot on my couch and maybe watch X-Files or The West Wing. I haven't decided yet. I'm rewatching both right now. I've never watched the... Oh. It's Alaya. Thank you also for following. Let's see. Who's live? Who is live? Oh, we got 80 viewers? Wow. So many people were hearing me talk shit about cops. Let's see. See, this is the problem when everyone's always live at the exact same time. Anyways, we're rating Game Pass Dad because he's got 14 viewers and Frogan's got 120. So Game Pass Dad gets the viewers today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will see y'all tomorrow. Yes, I should see y'all tomorrow. Have fun. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Have fun. Don't let weirdo strangers into your home. Don't open the door to strangers. Okay, bye. 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 Nope, come on, raid. Watch me just lose all connection. Thank you for hanging out. Bye.